Attention. We are now at DEFCON 1. Security lockdown.
Russian nukes in space.
The country recently tested a nuclear-capable hypersonic missile.
Hypersonic missiles and aircraft could be the future of warfare.
Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just want to get into a lesson and go into this video, Lord willing, that came across my feed a few days ago regarding the true scale of these modern day nuclear weapons, man. These weapons of mass destruction, man. All right, and this video goes through the 5 most powerful nuclear weapons being held by America, United Kingdom, China, and Russia. You know, it's about an 18-minute long video. Lord willing, we can get through the whole thing, and pretty much bring forth prophecy. Marrying it to this reality, man. Okay, and this is the thing, man. You people out there that think this is a game, that think World War III it's not gonna happen, that these missiles are gonna just sit in a museum somewhere, okay, and collect dust. Hey, that's a figment of your imagination. Because pursuing the biblical prophecy, these are Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's weapons, and he's going to use them. Okay, these are the weapons of his indignation, man, that's coined in the scriptures, man. And he's going to let them out of his armory. And this is why we warn you, Jake, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, man. Okay, we warn you to get right with your power so you don't fall victim, okay, to these scourges and calamities and ultimately these missiles, okay, that are going to be resting upon this planet Earth in efforts to fulfill biblical prophecy, man. All right, this thing is a reality, man. This is not a game. All right, and that's the spirit that this video was made, because ultimately it really does make sense of the situation, or the prophecy of end time prophecy regarding Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai coming with fire. Okay, he speaks of the arrows. All right, all through the scriptures, man, how they're gonna be shot by an expert archer. Okay, and they're not gonna miss. Okay, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, man. You see, hey, the scriptures hone in on the bow, man, and on the arrow, going into these ICBMs, man. And these are gonna be the weapons that are gonna be used to transition the ages, man. Okay, this is gonna transition Esau's world to Jacob's, man. Upon these missiles leaping continents and touching down, primarily here in Babylon the Great, pursuant to biblical prophecy, Revelation chapter 19, all right, chapter 20, chapter 21, okay, Revelations 18, okay, hones in on it. This is that lake of fire, man, that's written of in Revelations, man. Babylon the Great being hit with these 200 million warheads that John the Revelator heard in Revelations the 9th chapter, man. So yeah, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, let's get through this video, Lord willing. Copyright, I just want to say Copyright Act. Okay, this is for educational purposes only. All right. So Lord willing, let's get this precept before we get into this video. Let's get this real quick. Because as I said, this is why we warn you, Jake, man. You got the true servants of the Lord warning you, Jake, of the terror that's about to be on your front door. Joel chapter 2 and verse 1, and it reads, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. Okay, we always go into it, Zion. And the Hebrew going into Tezayuan, which means monument or memorial, parched place. Okay, it's also another name for Jerusalem. Okay, which is a people before it's a place. The talking point here, this is talking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. And you speckled birds that may look like the other nations, man. But your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? And sound an alarm in my holy mountain, right? Israel. Mountains going to what? Larger governments, hills going to smaller ones. So his holy mountain, okay, would be Israel, man. Jerusalem, our homeland, man. All right, the mother of us all, right? What's that? Galatians 6, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, Galatians 4 and 26, as a matter of fact. But needless to say, continuing on, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, right? Because we're also prophets unto the nations, man. We're letting you heathen nations know, from Esau to Moab and every one of you heathens in between, that judgment's coming for you, man. And everything that you've done to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is going to be paid back for full-fledged upon the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay? And it's going to be a build-up to it. You're gonna fall victim to these prophecies, man. Okay? The terrors that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay, has written to rest upon this planet earth in these latter days. Right? For the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand, man. Okay, so the day of the Lord Yahweh is fastly approaching. You know, while you got Jake getting ready for Christmas, here it is, Thanksgiving is next week, and you got Jake, they already got Christmas trees in their house, man. Jake already started Christmas shopping, man. And Thanksgiving hasn't even come and gone yet. All right, niggas celebrating Thanksgiving, all these wayward, idolatrous, wicked holidays, man, of the heathen. You're not realizing you're snaring yourself, man. You're ensnaring your soul, man, by taking part in these rituals, man, because that's what they are. They're rituals. You see? And this leaves you open to the judgment, man. When you join yourself to the spirit of Babylon, man. This is why the scriptures tell us to arise ye and depart. Okay, not physically, but spiritually, man. You see? You don't want to get caught up in what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is bringing. Because again, he's coming with fire. Let's grab this real quick before we get this video. The book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. It reads, for behold, which means look, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots, man. Yeah, man, he's coming with them chariots. What you people ignorantly call UFOs and UAPs, no, man, them are the chariots of Israel. That's coined by Elijah in the book of Kings, man. When coined by Elisha. Okay, when Elijah got taken up. You see? And guess what? They're going to come like a whirlwind, man. And the whirlwind's aggressive, man. Likened unto a tornado, a twister, man. Ripping foundation apart, man. You see? To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. And that's going to come in the form of those missiles and those chariots shooting that concentrated heat that they're capable to do. Okay? Look what happened to Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Zoar, man. Okay? It rained fire from heaven, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has control over all the elements, man. And upon his return, he's going to melt them. Pursuing the 2 Peter, Lord willing, we'll get that too. He's going to melt the elements, man. That's how hot it's going to get upon the destruction. Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword, and that sword and its perfection are those ICBM missiles, will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh. And that plead goes into judgment. He's going to judge all flesh, man. And the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be many, man. Many are going to perish, man, in the days to come, man. That's why the scriptures say what? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Hey, Kal I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai 4:14. Right now where I'm at over here in the Northeast. 4:14, 4:14. Kal I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So yeah, man, let's get this video. I'm going to let it play for the most part. And then we'll close out with a couple of precepts. You know, I was gonna play the tail end of it and cut it short for the sake of time. But you know, through the spirit, I figured I'll just let it play. You know, for you Akiyam and Akwaf. You know, it's pretty much spirit just let it rock out. And you know, we're driven to say anything in between. We'll let it be. We'll bring it out. But needless to say, I want to let the video just play on through. You know, Lord willing. And I know Jake has a short attention span, but hey, man, for those of you of the more serious minded, and you know, you're doing a diligent search regarding the times we're in, you're measuring the times diligently, yeah, you're gonna watch it. You're gonna sit back and grab the popcorn, you're gonna watch the clip. You know? And again, that's all that matters. You beloved, hopeful elect. You know, everyone else, can get themselves deleted. All right, so let's run this video. Lord willing, is edifying to you, Akiyam and Akwaf, man.
One of the most powerful nuclear weapons in the world is the B-83 nuclear bomb, the heavyweight of the US arsenal. Weighing about 2,400 pounds or 1,100 kilograms and stretching 12 feet or 3.7 meters in length with a diameter of 18 inches or 46 centimeters, it's roughly the size of a small car. But within this imposing frame lies a force of unimaginable destruction. The B-83 is a gravity bomb, meaning it's dropped from an aircraft and relies solely on gravity to reach its target. No rockets or propulsion systems, just a free-falling descent. This might sound simple, but the devastation it can unleash is anything but. Carried by strategic bombers like the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber and the B-52 Stratofortress, the B-83 can be delivered deep into enemy territory. With a blast yield of up to 1.2 megatons of TNT, the B-83 is approximately 80 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima, which had a yield of about 15 kilotons. To put that into perspective, imagine the explosive energy of 1.2 million tons of TNT detonating in a single moment. But the B-83 isn't just about raw power. It's designed to penetrate underground bunkers, burrowing into the earth before detonating. As for how many of these weapons exist, while exact numbers are classified, experts estimate that there are about 650 B-83s, and it is thought there are about 200 B-83 bombs in active service. This number has decreased over the years due to arms reduction treaties and modernization efforts. In fact, there are plans to retire the B-83 altogether in favor of more advanced, lower-yield nuclear weapons. To grasp the true magnitude of the B-83's destructive power, imagine a single one detonated as an airburst over Beijing, China. The immediate fireball would engulf an area over 4 square kilometers or 1.5 square miles, vaporizing everything within its radius. Buildings would collapse within a 7.5 kilometer or 4.6 mile radius due to the intense blast pressure, flattening much of the city center. Windows would shatter up to 21 kilometers or 13 miles away, sending glass shards flying and causing injuries even in distant neighborhoods. The thermal radiation would cause third-degree burns to anyone within 13 kilometers or 8 miles, covering an area of over 500 square kilometers or over 200 square miles. In terms of human cost, such a detonation could result in an estimated 1.5 million immediate fatalities and over 3 million injuries, and that's just from a single B-83 bomb. The United States operates about 76 B-52 Stratofortress bombers, which were once capable of carrying up to 8 B-83 nuclear bombs. However, by 2010, U.S. Strategic Command removed nuclear gravity bombs from the B-52's arsenal as the aircraft was no longer considered capable of surviving modern air defenses. Today, only the U.S. fleet of 19 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers is tasked with delivering nuclear gravity bombs, including the B-83, with each capable of carrying up to 16 B-83 nuclear bombs. This means the potential for devastation isn't limited to one bomb, but could involve numerous simultaneous detonations, exponentially increasing the destructive impact. In imagining the true scale of modern nuclear weapons, at number 4 on the list is the Trident II missile, a cornerstone of the US and UK nuclear deterrent. Unlike gravity bombs like the B-83, the Trident II is a submarine-launched ballistic missile, or SLBM. The Trident II missile is an engineering marvel. Weighing about 59,000 kilograms or 130,000 pounds and stretching 13.5 meters or 44 feet in length, it's a 3-stage solid-fuel rocket capable of traveling over 12,000 kilometers or 7,500 miles. This incredible range allows it to strike targets virtually anywhere on the globe, from submarines hidden deep beneath the ocean's surface. What truly sets the Trident II apart is its use of multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, or MIRVs. Each missile can carry up to 8 nuclear warheads, typically the W-88, each with a yield of 475 kilotons. That's about 30 times the power of the Hiroshima bomb for each warhead. This means a single Trident II missile can deliver devastating blows to multiple targets across a wide area, effectively multiplying its destructive capability. The missile's guidance system is highly advanced, combining astro-inertial navigation with GPS updates to ensure remarkable accuracy. It's capable of hitting within 100 meters of its target after traveling thousands of miles. The Trident II is deployed on Ohio-class submarines for the U.S. Navy and Vanguard-class submarines for the Royal Navy, providing a stealthy and survivable second strike capability that is crucial for nuclear deterrence. To grasp the potential impact of this weapon, imagine a single Trident II missile launched toward Moscow, with all 8 warheads targeting the same area for maximum effect. The combined explosive yield would be approximately 3.8 megatons of TNT. Upon detonation as an airburst, the immediate fireball would engulf an area over 10 square kilometers, or close to 4 square miles, vaporizing everything within its radius. Buildings would be obliterated within an 11-kilometer or close to 7-mile radius, flattening much of the city center. Thermal radiation would cause third-degree burns to anyone within 22 kilometers, or close to 14 miles from ground zero, covering an area of over 1,500 square kilometers or 580 square miles. The human cost would be staggering, estimated at over 2.8 million immediate fatalities and 4.6 million injuries. And remember, this is from just one Trident II missile. The United States operates 14 Ohio-class nuclear submarines, each capable of carrying up to 20 Trident II missiles. That adds up to 280 Trident II missiles lurking in the depths of the oceans. With each missile carrying up to 8 warheads at 475 kilotons apiece, we're looking at a total of 2,240 nuclear warheads. If you calculate the combined explosive power, it amounts to an astonishing 1,064 megatons of TNT. That's the equivalent of over 70,000 Hiroshima bombs worth of destructive energy concealed beneath the sea. This immense force is constantly on patrol, ready to be unleashed if ever called upon. And number 3 is China's DF-5 intercontinental ballistic missile, specifically the DF-5C variant. This missile is a true giant, standing over 106 feet tall and weighing approximately 183 tons. First introduced in the 1980s, the DF-5 has remained a cornerstone of China's nuclear deterrent ever since. The DF-5 has an impressive range of up to 15,000 kilometers, or about 9,300 miles, which means it can reach almost any target on the globe from launch sites within China. What makes it particularly formidable is its payload. The latest versions, like the DF-5B and DF-5C, are equipped with MIRVs, allowing them to carry up to 12 nuclear warheads, each with a yield of 1 megaton of TNT. To understand the scale, remember that the Hiroshima bomb was just 15 kilotons of TNT, so each warhead on the DF-5 is about 66 times more powerful. If all 12 warheads were directed at the same target area, the combined explosive power would be a staggering 12 megatons. That's 800 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Let's imagine that a single DF-5C missile launched toward Washington, D.C., with all 12 warheads impacting the same area. The fireball would engulf an area with a radius greater than 3 kilometers or 2 miles, effectively vaporizing everything in that zone. The blast would cause most residential buildings to collapse within a 16-kilometer or close to 10-mile radius. and third-degree burns could affect people up to 35 kilometers or close to 22 miles away. The human cost would be unimaginable. Estimated fatalities could exceed 1 million, with over 1.8 million more injured. What's even more alarming is that this level of destruction comes from just one DF-5 missile. China is believed to have around 20 to 30 DF-5 missiles in its arsenal. At number 2 on...
And remember, that DF-5, right along with these two Satan missiles from Russia, they can launch them right from home. You see? They don't have to be lurking in the oceans and utilizing the submarine or come upon you via a stealth bomber, thousands of feet up and drop it on top of you. Nah, man, they can be right at home. They can just push a button and send one your way. And we know Babylon got their fair share of ICBMs as well. But as we can see, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has truly graduated, these once weaker nations into powerhouses, man. And we have the understanding that Russia has one of the most complex nuclear weapons programs, based off that USSR history, But needless to say, let's continue on.
List is the Russian R-36 ICBM, better known by its NATO designation as the Satan missile. Developed during the Cold War, this missile is one of the most powerful ever built, designed to deliver massive nuclear payloads across vast distances. The R-36 is a colossal missile, standing over 32 meters, or about 106 feet tall, and weighing close to a staggering 210,000 kilograms, which is close to 500,000 pounds. It's a two-stage, liquid-fueled rocket designed to deliver nuclear warheads across continents, with an operational range of up to 16,000 kilometers or close to 10,000 miles. This means it can reach targets virtually anywhere in the world from launch sites within Russia. What makes the Satan missile particularly fearsome is its payload capacity. It can carry up to 10 MIRVs, each armed with a nuclear warhead ranging up to 1 megaton of TNT. This means a single missile can unleash a total explosive yield of up to 10 megatons of TNT, about 666 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima, a fitting figure for the Satan missile. Some variants of the R-36 were equipped with a single massive warhead with a yield of up to 20 megatons. That's over 1,300 times the power of the Hiroshima bomb, designed to obliterate hardened targets like missile silos and command bunkers. Now imagine if a single R-36 missile were to detonate over San Francisco with a single 15 megaton warhead. The immediate fireball would engulf an area over 30 square kilometers or 12 square miles, vaporizing everything within a 3-kilometer or close to a 2-mile radius. Buildings would be flattened within a 17-kilometer or over 10-mile radius, decimating much of the Bay Area. Thermal radiation would cause third-degree burns to people up to 40 kilometers or over 24 miles away, covering an area of nearly 4,800 square kilometers or 1,850 square miles. The human toll would be catastrophic. Estimated fatalities could exceed 1 million, with over 1.3 million more injured. And this is the impact of just one missile. Russia is believed to have around 46 operational R-36M2 Voyvoda missiles, the most advanced variant of the SS-18. Each of these missiles can carry multiple warheads, significantly multiplying their destructive potential. With such an arsenal, the sheer scale of power held within these weapons is almost beyond comprehension. Finally, at the top of the list is the Russian RS-28 Sarmat missile, ominously nicknamed the Satan II. This intercontinental ballistic missile represents the pinnacle of modern nuclear weaponry, developed to replace the aging R-36M Satan missiles. The RS-28 Sarmat is designed to evade missile defense systems and deliver massive payloads across the globe. The Sarmat is a 3-stage liquid-fueled missile that weighs over 208 tons and measures over 35 meters, or about 116 feet in length. It's capable of carrying a variety of warhead configurations, including up to 10 heavy MIRVs or 15 lighter ones, along with advanced countermeasures to bypass missile defenses. Its range exceeds 18,000 kilometers, or over 11,000 miles, allowing it to reach targets anywhere on Earth. One of the most concerning features of the RS-28 is its ability to utilize a fractional orbital bombardment system, or FOBS. This means the missile can enter a low Earth orbit and approach targets from any direction, including over the South Pole, effectively bypassing traditional early warning systems that are oriented toward the north. Some reports speculate that the Sarmat could theoretically carry a payload of up to 50 megatons, equivalent to the Tsar bomber, the most powerful nuclear device ever detonated. While such a massive yield is more hypothetical and not practical for modern military use, imagining its potential impact is sobering. Consider a scenario where a 50-megaton warhead is detonated over New York City. The immediate fireball would engulf an area with a radius of over 5 kilometers or over 3 miles, vaporizing everything within 83 square kilometers or 32 square miles. The intense blast wave would cause heavy destruction up to 26 kilometers or 16 miles away, leveling buildings and structures in more than 2,000 square kilometers or close to 800 square miles. Third-degree burns could be inflicted on people up to 60 kilometers or 37 miles away, covering an area of close to 11,000 square kilometers or over 4,200 square miles. The human toll would be unimaginable. Estimated fatalities could exceed 7 million people, with over 6 million more injured. And this is just from a single RS-28 Sarmat missile, assuming the theoretical payload of 50 megatons of TNT. To put this into perspective, when the 50-megaton Tsar bomber was detonated in 1961, the flash was visible as far away as Norway, over 1,000 kilometers from the test site. Similarly, a 50-megaton explosion over New York City would be visible with the naked eye all the way to Columbia, South Carolina, nearly 1,000 kilometers away. But
You see? Hey, and that blast radius that he's speaking of, that these missiles produce after the fireball, that's that bosom of destruction, okay, that the scriptures speak about. You see how powerful these things are, man. Why do you think brothers say they're able to reshape landmass, man? Okay, this is a godly power, okay, that these weapons harness, man. Okay, now it makes sense when you read 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, when it goes into the elements melting. Okay, now you see the reality behind that. Okay, matter of fact, that's it on the video. It's pretty much over. Let's go back to the scriptures. All right, let's get that 2 Peter. And we ain't gonna stay much longer. You know, the book of 2 Peter, just make it make sense, right? 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10, and it reads, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." Yeah, for you jakes that are not paying attention, man. For you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the rest of you inhabitants of the earth, okay, that are caught up in the ways of the serpent, okay, not realizing the times that you're in, okay, thinking that you're gonna some way, somehow find yourself in this position where you can go back to the glory days and, you know, hello, Lucy, I'm home, and no worries, and just living your old American dream, okay, that like a rock, okay, Chevy commercial spirit. Hey, listen, man, the day of the Lord is going to come upon you like a thief in the night. He's going to catch you slipping. Look, and the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, right? And not the heavens literally, okay, heavens go into rulerships, man. Okay, that's why when you read Revelations, is that Revelations 21? Let's get that real fast to prove that point. When you get Revelations 21, what John the Revelator saw in verse 1. Khan, look, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. See? So that new heaven is going to consist of the heaven of Israel, the rulership of Israel. Okay? Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? So that new heaven is Israel, man. Okay? And which is going to automatically usher forth a new earth. You see? Which dwelleth with righteousness. Okay? Which is also going to be mentioned in 2 Peter. You see? Let's continue on. For the first heaven and the first earth will pass away. See? And it's going to come through the form of those missiles, man. There's going to be a thermonuclear fallout. Is what's going to happen. These missiles will be shot because Yahweh Bashim Shah is going to put it on the spirit, on the minds of these kings to do so, man. You see? Look it. And there was no more sea. Meaning what? Sea goes into the people. When you read Revelation 17 and 15. Okay? It goes into the people, the nations. Okay? You heathen nations are going to no longer be in the position of usurping authority. Okay? Over us Israelites. You're no longer going to have dominion. Okay? Starting with Esau. Check this out. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem. See? Coming down from power out of heaven. Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. You see? And this is us pretty much coming off of those chariots, man. Okay? He's seen us coming off of those chariots, man. Okay? Coming back to the planet. Bringing forth righteousness, man. You see? Because when we, Lord willing, with the elect, upon being beamed up, there's going to be a crowning ceremony after that. Okay? Who knows when we're going to be back, to collect these heathen, man. But we're coming back, pursuant to Isaiah 24. We're going to be back knocking on the doors of those bunkers, man. Not even knocking. I'm being sarcastic when I say that. Okay? Those 2-ton bunker doors are going to get ripped off the hinges, man, upon the return of Jake, man. You see? Pursuant to Isaiah 24. You're gonna get collected and put in chains and feathers of iron. You elite of the earth, man. Pursuing Psalms 149. And you're gonna hide out for a little bit of a time, but ultimately we're gonna come get you. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna come get you. Let's do this. Let's go back. The book of let's go back to 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10 again. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and the which the heaven shall pass away with a great noise. You see? So this man's rulership is going to pass away with a great noise. What do you think is going to cause that great noise, man? Those missiles, man. And the phone chimed in, man. The missiles. This place is going to go out with a bang, man. Look, the real 4th of July. All right? And the elements shall melt with fervent heat, man. Everything's made of elements, man. How are elements going to melt? When millions of degrees is brought forth in the form of that thermonuclear blast point. Okay, when the missiles touch down, man, the warheads. When the warheads touch down, man. The earth also, in the works that are therein, shall be burned up. Okay, you see? You seen that blast radius, man. It goes miles out. That bosom of destruction. And it's still hot enough to burn you up. All right, 2 Peter 3 and 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy, which holy goes into separate, right? Conversation and godliness, man. And this conversation is not going into what you're speaking, but what you're doing is going into behavior. Okay? When you get it, and let's go get it real quick. When you go to 2 Peter, real fast. All right, 2 Peter 3 and 11 in the blue letter. When you get this word conversation.
Strong's G391. Anastrophe,
right? And it goes into what? Manner of life. You see that? Manner of life. How you living, man? Right? Conduct. Look at behavior. You see? Then it says deportment. See, so your behavior, your conduct, your manner of life, are you celebrating the customs of the heathen? All right, which makes you living like a heathen, behaving like a heathen, acting like a heathen. All right, obviously, if you're living like a heathen and acting like a heathen, you're being disobedient to your power, and you're in open rebellion. You see? So what manner of holy conversation should you be in, man? We're supposed to be returning to our power, man, and practicing, rehearsing these righteous acts. You see, we ought to be rehearsing these righteous acts, man. Let's continue on. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, man. See, this man's system's going to be dissolved, man. Look it. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we according to his promise. And what did the Lord promise? That we're going to reign under Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? That we're going to come into that second covenant and be immortal and have new immortal bodies. You see? And reign forever and have rest and have sovereignty, man. And dominion. You see? Look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. You see? So that new heaven, which is that new government, is going to usher forth a new earth, which is going to be of righteousness. Because why? It's going to be being ruled under righteous rulers, man. Okay? That's why. You see? And something stuck out to me, right? In this video. When I looked at the comments and checked this out real quick. There's one comment that was left by this individual by, let me see here. There it goes. Turntable TV, at Turntable TV. All right, they wrote, you got to appreciate humanity's ingenuity when it comes to self-destruction. And see, what he doesn't realize, or she, is that this ingenuity came through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see? What's the scripture say? He created the smith. Okay? That blew up the coals in the fire, man. A smith would be your modern day physicist, man. Okay? These scientists that were able to come to the understanding of how to split an atom. Okay? Smash it back together and create a thermonuclear weapon. Okay? This is the divine understanding that came through the Lord in efforts to bring forth this man's destruction. As it tells us in Psalms 37, his own sword should enter into his heart. See, this man is going to fall upon his own sword, which is a missile. The missile's going to take him out. Yo, look, imagine what we could have accomplished if we put all that energy and effort into working together for a prosperous future. And that's not going to happen, because that's not prophecy. The future for this place is not meant to be prosperous pursuing the biblical prophecy, man. It's meant to be removed. Okay, the only places that's going to be prosperous is the kingdom of heaven. Okay, Israel ruling, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans under our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see? That's the only prosperous future, okay, that's over the horizon. Let's close out right here. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, making the point that these weapons, these ICBMs, belong to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Look, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 22, and it reads, a sound of battle is in that land, and of great destruction. Right? Hey, talks of World War III are all over the news, man. Look what's going on over there in the east with the Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Israel, China. Look what's going on with North Korea. Okay, come on, man. Tensions are high. Turkey left EU. Or they wouldn't never part of it, but they left. You know, they pretty much joined in with BRICS. You know what I mean? Iran there was a nation that disconnected their oil deals with Babylon. Man, listen, it's going down, man. Not Iran. I forgot what country it was. It was may have been. But needless to say, man, these tensions are high, man, in the east. Tensions are high, man. I think it was the Emirates that disconnected their oil tie. They didn't re-sign that oil. Was it Syria? I can't remember. Saudi Arabia, maybe. You know, they're no longer doing oil deals with Babylon, man. They cut ties with them. You see, and it's going down out here, man. The sound of battles in the land and of great destruction. World War III. Look, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? And that's America. America's that hammer of the whole earth. Okay? What do you do with a hammer? You drive something. Okay? You drive the point home. For lack of better words. Okay? And in Babylon, America has been that power source, that hammer that has been driving, okay, the point home for hundreds of years. You know, they've been in the power seat, for lack of better words. You see, I have laid a snare, which is a trap for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh. So this, and you can see this place has been striven or fighting against the Lord based off its fruits. Okay, look what this place, look what these people allow in their system. Okay, look at the sexual immorality that's allowed, the mindset. Okay, the debauchery. Okay, come on, man. It's all anti-Messiah, anti-righteousness, man. But there's a penalty for that. That's how it goes. There's a penalty for it, man. But this is the point right here. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation, man. Those ICBMs. Okay, check it out. For this is the work of the Lord, see? And this is what this individual doesn't understand. All right, he's saying you got to appreciate humanity's ingenuity when it comes to self-destruction. No, man, hey, this was of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh, power of hosts, power of armies, and the land of the Chaldeans, man. You see? So, yeah, man, judgment's imminent, man, for this place. And so is salvation. So we just got to continue to stay locked in, Akiyam and Akwav, you know, stay faithful, you know, stay true and sincere to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and continue to persevere, you know, continue to persevere, do whatever you got to do in efforts to, you know, be successful in this walk. You know, if you have to fast, man, whether it be a dry fast, food fast, you know, whatever, man, do what it takes, pray up in conjunction with that fast. Okay, stay prayed up, period. Okay, read. Okay, hey, stay tapped into the spirit. Stay eating. Okay, the spiritual manna. Okay, via watching these videos and lessons and live streams from the brothers on down. Stay in the loop. Don't disconnect from the church, from the spirit. You know, listen to what the spirit of the church is saying, because we're here. Okay, we're here, man. It's only a matter of time before the lights go out. Okay, and that chip gets mandated, man. And then those war horns go off. Okay, regarding the missiles being shit. So let's get right, Akiyam and Akwa. Do the best you can. You're gonna fall, but get back up. A righteous man falleth 7 times, man. Okay, which is a complete number of times. You know, but you're gonna get back up if you're part of the Lord's elect, man. So yeah, man, that's all I got. Hey, Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kalayam La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom.